she is to me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me. And I can't get her off my mind, her face keeps haunting me.
Y'all ready? We are too. Here we go. I don't drink as much as I used to. I've learned when to get out of the rain. I don't sleep anymore since you left me, my dear, and I can't stop calling your name. I call your name in the middle of the night. Sit up in my bed wanting to hold you so tight. When I realize that things are not the same, maybe then I'll start calling your name. Our old house don't seem to be empty, for the laughter and sin of you remains. Everything in our room reminds me of you, and I can't stop calling your name. I call your name in the middle of the night. Sit up in my bed wanting to hold you so tight. When I realize that things are not the same, maybe then I'll stop calling your name. I call your name in the middle of the night. Sit up in my bed wanting to hold you so tight. When I realize that things are not the same, maybe then I'll stop calling your name. Maybe then I'll stop calling your name. I'm a blue baby now, such a blue baby now. I might as well roll over and cry 'cause I'm a blue baby now. The day I saw you walking down the street, smiling at the woman by your side, when suddenly I felt my heart skip a beat when I realized she was a friend of mine. I'm a blue baby now, such a blue baby now. I might as well roll over and cry 'cause I'm a blue baby now. over with him. Gonna sit, gonna stand, gonna walk all around, talk it all over with him. Peter and Paul, but the best of it all, talk it all over with him. I can't even sing after that. They got me tore up. Up in that land of sweet rest with the good and the best. I'll talk it all over with him. And by my Savior's dear side I will ever abide. Talk it all over with him. Gonna sit, gonna stand, gonna walk all around. Talk it all over with him. Peter and Paul, but the best of it all, talk it all over with him. So many things in this land I shall never understand. I'll talk it all over with him. I'll still be true to my Lord and will live in a fold. Talk it all over with him. Gonna sit, gonna stand, gonna walk all around. Talk it all over with him. Peter and Paul, but the best of it all, talk it all over with him. Gonna sit, gonna stand, gonna walk all around, talk it all over with him. Peter and Paul, but the best of it all, talk it all over with him.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time, and delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
He's loose. He's across the 40 to the 50. It's a foot race to the end zone.
Keep it. He's got a little bit of running room. Hops over a defender, picks up the first down.
There he goes up the middle. He'll be cut down at the 20.
Is into the end zone for a Fannin Rebel score.
Catches it in stride. He'll go to the end zone.
Breaks the tackle. Touchdown.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
A little music from Shake Rag, Georgia to start your day. Guess how I started my day? See this? I secured my vote right here. You see this shirt? Looky here, looky here. Let me just show you. See that shirt? Fight for America. That's how I voted. Fight for America. If I hadn't talked to Xana this morning, I wouldn't have really known how important my vote was. I am an old lady. This is the most important election of my life, of your life, of America's life. So if you have not made plans to vote, I suggest early voting. Now don't do the Sherry gig, because Sherry was at the poll at, I think I got there at 6:06. And it opened at 8:30 this morning. So guess what I did? I ran back home for a little bit, chopped up a bunch of pork roast I'd cooked last night, fixed barbecue, did a few things around the house, then got back to the poll at 8 o'clock this morning, and then voted number one in line, numero uno. I'm so excited because I said I was going to be number one to vote, and I was hoping I would start the trend to vote correctly. That was my idea. So I don't know how you vote, don't know how you think, don't know how your heart feels, but I will tell you my heart is full of love for America, and I want to save my country, and I don't know but one way to do it. And it's not the way some folks are thinking of. And today I looked in the line and I thought, well, I wonder how they're voting. I wonder how they're voting. We don't know how people are going to vote, but I can tell you how we need to vote. So, you see it. We got to make it too big to rig, and today I will be in Forsyth County for a rally, and I hope it will be really a big deal, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got to care. You have to care about our country, and the only way I know that we have our voice is to vote. Now, yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody, and we were talking about all the money that's been blown up a hog's tail about so many things. There's so much money that's been wasted, but then when we have people in the Carolinas today who still don't have electricity, and the temperature is dipped down into the high 20s. Okay, the high 20s. Do you know how cold that is? It was 41 at the house, and my feet are still cold. Of course, I've been standing outside a long time, and my feet are cold. These people didn't get the care they needed, and if it hadn't been for Billy Graham's sweet son, Franklin Graham, and all the volunteers, they wouldn't have gotten what they got. It's neighbors helping neighbors. It's churches getting together. America came to the rescue of the Carolinas. And sadly, a little too late came the government. And so we just have to kind of take charge. And I think the way we take charge is we let our voices be heard. And we have to let our voices be heard in a positive way. You can't tell people they're stupid for voting the way they might vote. You just have to reason with them and tell them, look, this is the way it's going to be. And last night, I did the perfect example. I have a beautiful glass that my bestie gave me, I think for my birthday, when President Trump was elected the first time. And it's a beautiful glass with gold embossed letters on it, and I just absolutely love this glass. Well, last night for supper, I had cornbread and buttermilk. I was practicing being totally broke and not having any money, because if the election goes the wrong way, we're not going to get to practice being totally broke and having no money and having the prices skyrocket even more than they've skyrocketed. It's going to be reality, because it's not getting any better. I went to the grocery store yesterday, $188. Didn't take 5 minutes to unload it. Didn't amount to a whole lot of stuff, but it was $188. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. The kind of groceries that I brought in, you know, 3 years ago would have cost $70, $80, $188. I almost passed out. When the lady gave me the total, I looked to make sure they gave me my Ingles points and my discounts. And I was going, are you kidding me? So this is real today, guys. Everybody, you know, they're like, oh, you're such a Trumper. Yeah, I am. I admit it. I'm a Trumper, but I'm a Trumper for a reason. I'm also a mom, a grandmother, a great-grandmother. I've been in business for myself and worked for myself since I was 23 years old. I'm responsible for me. And I want me to be able to put groceries on the table. I want me to be able, you know, I'm driving a 10-year-old car. I'm driving a 10-year-old car because of the cost of everything. I'm driving a 10-year-old car. It doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it. Well, 150,000, I guess that is a lot of miles to some people, but I just think about, I'm responsible for me. I'm not responsible for you or how you think, but I'm telling you, as my viewers, I love y'all, and I want us to all have a good life. And the only way I know to have a good life is to change the economic pattern of our country and change the administration of our country. And so that's what I did this morning. I was #1 to vote for my president, Donald John Trump. So, all right, we're going to go to some pictures, and I have no idea what we're using today because honestly, we loaded them yesterday, and it was kind of weird because we loaded that stuff yesterday, and then the program yesterday went so fast. It was so good to have Raven here. Love her, love her, love her. And I hope that you will get out and attend an event this Saturday at Kimsey Ridge. Do they call it Kimsey Ridge or Kimsey Ridge College now? I'll have to think of it. Kimsey Ridge, just Kimsey Ridge. So there's going to be a concert this weekend, and it's called Open, what is it, Trace? Open, what's the name of the group? Open. I'll have to look and see. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I just pulled it up on YouTube. But they're going to have a concert this weekend, and I'll get the name for you in just a minute because I've got all the names of the other groups that are going to be on November the 2nd. Open Door?
Was it Chosen Road?
Chosen Road. Chosen Road. It's Chosen Road. Chosen Road is going to be there this Saturday night for a concert, and I would love for y'all to go out, #1, to support Kimsey Ridge. Because if you don't know the history of this, it was once upon a time a school, a beautiful, beautiful historical building. And this poor, sweet couple has risked their life to save this college. It's crazy. They have worked tirelessly, spent tons of money working on it, and it is so beautiful now. And so you get to go out and you get to enjoy a concert there. And again, it will be Chosen Road. Chosen Road. I'll remember that now. And check them out and come out and be with folks this Saturday night. Also, November the 2nd, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. This is all day, y'all. $10 admission. Fast Track, they're going to have 2 concerts there with them. The Raven Welch Band is going to be there twice. The Cody Norris Show is the headliner that night at 8 o'clock. There'll also be Deep River Boys from up in Mineral Bluff area. Carolina Bluegrass Boys, Back in Time, and the Collins Family. So really, really, really good music. And this is all, again, the Kimsey Ridge Fall Festival, and it's on November the 2nd, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And they're going to have crafts and goodies and bounce houses and stuff for kids to do and stuff for old folks to do, too. Now, here's some photos. I don't know what, oh, there we got. This is leading up to what we're going to show y'all today. This is a piece of property in Ball Ground, Georgia that is being transformed from just a personal home that was a private home for a family for many, many years to a mini farm and an agriculture center to teach your children about growing eggs from chickens, providing pork for your table by growing your own hogs. He's cleaning up the area. He's doing an amazing job. They're going to plant strawberries. They're going to plant sunflowers. They've already got blueberries planted. This is going to be an agriculture center there, and this is the lady who owned the house, and I think that says 1991, is that right? Or 1981. 1981, and you're going to get to hear a song by Miss Shirley Faye today This is going back. This is like really going back to memories of a house that used to be. That's kind of after the process started, and it didn't show the very front of it. I've got some more pictures, and you're going to see a whole DVD of it. But when we think about change, you know, I don't like change. I don't like change. But I love to see a house get remodeled. And so you're going to get to see, Josh Briggs is a great builder. He's like one of the premier builders in Ball Ground, and he does custom homes, he does tiny homes, he does all kinds of things. And he bought this place, and he has totally gutted it. He even asked the termites to leave, and there were a lot of termites in this house. And he said, will y'all please get out of here? And he took up all the different seals and under the ground. He had to do all kinds of stuff to really correct some problems, but he did a great job with it. And I can't wait to share this house with you. So we're going to do that. We're also going to share a song that Miss Shirley Faye wrote many years ago. Back when I was a child, she wrote this song. And it kind of, I don't think it reminds me of Loretta Lynn, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Wanda Jackson, kind of the style that she did. And she was a local lady, baked cakes, and sang songs all around Ball Ground. And everybody knew Miss Shirley's cakes, and now you're going to get to hear a little music from Miss Shirley, and you're going to get to see the mastering a disaster, because Josh Briggs did a great job of mastering. It was a bit of a disaster inside. There had been a lot of things that didn't get done that should have been done. It was real dark. It was gloomy. It's very different now. So I hope you're going to enjoy this, and I hope it will encourage you. We actually have a house that we just put on the market last week. And it's dark and a little bit dreary, and I kept looking at it, and I thought, man, this would be a great flip for somebody. And I hope that's what happens to it. I hope somebody goes in and brightens it up a little bit and even changes the outside, because the outside's dark brown, and maybe do it a light gray or even a cream color. But you can do amazing things with a little bit of hard work, a whole lot of paint, and some 2x4s. So here we go. It had, I called it a tragic fireplace because it was really bad. It was really bad, and it didn't look safe to me. But you've rewired, you've replumbed, you've done all of that, and the new bathrooms, just amazing, and it does make it look bigger. Now, termite damage was a big issue.
Yeah, the back section of the house pretty much started over. New floor joists, a lot of new studs in the walls. Subfloor was all gone. So.
Is there anything about this house that you're thinking, God, you know, I should have done this, I should have done that, or did you just kind of work down the hall, do this, do this, do this? Because this is pretty much exactly as it should be. I don't think you've wasted 1 inch of space.
No, we're pretty good about maximizing the use. I mean, only having 2 baths, we knew we needed a Jack and Jill entrance for common bath. It's a little strange to have it off the master, but it was, or off the kitchen, but coming off the living room was even harder. So it kind of, because of the size and the constraints there, and we had to have access to the back, so we had to use the old hallway. So there wasn't a ton more we could change, really.
And so you end up with 1 bedroom that would be a nursery.
Yeah,
it is
it's
perfect location near the primary bedroom. Yeah. And I want to encourage people, look at his cabinets, because I actually have the same cabinets, and they are really offensive to me, and I hated mine. So now you've encouraged me, because mine are just dark and ugly, and now they could be just like this.
I mean, this will get us a few more years. New paint, new hardware, fixes.
And it's good wood. It's good wood, and that's the whole thing. If you're doing a flip or a remodel and you know your budget is tight, well, then don't redo cabinets, because these wood cabinets look fantastic. Fantastic. Now, when you did the kitchen, you didn't change any space in here at all. No. And it's been functional for years.
Yeah, it's worked. You know? There's not a lot we could have changed. We probably would have taken this wall out to open it into there, but then we lose some counter space, appliance locations. And then we had to change windows and stuff. So for this, this go around on the renovation for this house, it's about as good as we could do.
And if you took that wall down and put an island, then it really takes away that space. And the way that is perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
You would not have a dining room then. You would have a functional kitchen.
Now, for people who know the history of this house, you know that a whole lot of cakes have been delivered out of this kitchen. So we started with this room because the kitchen really is the heart of the home. And for many years, a lady lived here who baked for everybody. And everybody you talk to in Ball Ground has had a cake from Miss Shirley's kitchen. So a lot of food was prepared in here. And now you have a young family going to move in. And when we think about this is what attracts young people. They want it simple. They just want it to be bright, airy. And you've done all of that. And how many months did it take you? 4?
Yeah, I mean, we probably could have done it a little quicker, but we are building other houses. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of a side project. So.
Yeah, now tell folks if they want to get in touch with you, because you do build from the ground up, and your homes are usually in the 5s to 7s.
Yeah, I mean, we'll build custom any price point if we can hit it. But yeah, if we're spec building in town, it's 5 to 7s.
And when you came to Ball Ground, what did you expect?
I didn't expect what we've gotten so far. Since we were kind of the first builder up here, I don't know, 7 years ago or so. That was fun because it was new and different, and nobody had really seen new houses coming into town in a long time.
Yeah.
Of course, a lot has changed since then, but it's been great to be a part of the community since we live right downtown here, and we're going to expand with the farm and try to bring the business to town and keep people coming up here. It's been welcoming. The town's been great to us. So.
Yeah, and I think one of the great things that we all have learned is people are moving here because they want the lifestyle we have. Yeah. We don't want a grocery store. We don't want anything that's going to bring more traffic. We're fine driving 7 miles to Freeholm, driving 7 miles to Canton, driving 9 miles to Jasper to do our shopping, because we want this quaint community that has worked forever. So although we want new homes, we don't want to change our footprint as far as the community goes.
No, and we got more people coming in, so there's more opinions and things running around here. But it's been good. I mean, people, we're seeing a revitalization of the parks. You hear screaming kids and running around and dogs barking, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
If it was too quiet, and you would see decline in the town, but we are seeing everything.
Yeah, as everybody says, if you don't grow, you die.
Yeah.
So with housing, we're growing, and when you did the first cottages, and I remember showing one and thinking, this is never going to work. Wrong. It worked so well.
Yeah. The timing was right on those.
Yeah, the timing was right.
The price point was good at the time. Of course, they've all doubled in price since we built them, so it's been great for the owners. But the small, walkable to downtown kind of model worked really well.
Yeah.
And we were selling them faster than we could build them.
Absolutely.
But we just, as prices went up, price of materials shot up, those houses got into the 3s, and that is a little tricky to
it
sell.
is. So. I think the first one I showed of yours was $159,000.
Yeah.
And I laughed when I left there. I said, if you buy this, where are you going to put your shoes? Because I knew that she had a lot of shoes.
Sure.
So, but when we look at what's happening in Ball Ground, when we look at what's happening in Cherokee County, we find a lot of people are coming here to retire, and at the same time, people are coming here to raise their children.
Sure.
So we're getting a variety, and that's really cool. I love when a grandparent comes in and looks at a house and then says, I love it so much here, I want my children to move here.
Right.
That's always very positive, because then you grow by families.
Yeah, we moved my parents. They're just right up the hill, and my wife's parents are 2 minutes down the road, so we're all real close.
Yeah.
Because they're going to need support later on, and we need support. We call them for our kids all the time. So.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the name of your farm.
Two Little Hands Farm.
2 little hands, because you have
2 little girls.
2 little girls.
Yeah, they're on the logo here. That's already made. So.
And do they actually love the dirt? Are they those kids that play in the dirt again?
Yeah, they're the kind of kids that, when we take the pigs to market, they say, well, when's the bacon coming back?
Yeah.
They understand we're raising animals to eat, and they want to be outside and playing. They've had some good opportunities, and now having more land for them to run around would be great.
Now, when do you think that your farm here will be ready? Next spring?
Yeah, we will open spring, probably April 1st.
Okay.
With a plant sale. So we'll have plant starts, tomatoes, vegetables, kind of things you can put in your own garden. Annuals and perennials, we'll probably do a good bit of that. So people can come out and get their gardens started for the year without having to plant a bunch of seeds.
Now, let me ask you something. What do you do with all your blueberries?
Right now, my kids eat them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
We have
Wow.
buckets of frozen blueberries that they are constantly into.
I love that.
Next year, we may do some U-Pick because we are getting enough to what we can have for the year and still give away some.
Well, one day I want to do a blueberry cobbler and use your blueberries.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I have a blueberry cobbler recipe. I did it on TV one day, and people said, "Is that all you do to it?" And I said, "That's all you have to do to it.
Yeah.
It naturally works, and it's perfect." So when you get blueberries again,
Yeah.
I'd love to have some and do a local blueberry cobbler. That'd be awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
If things work out, we'll have the blueberries, and we'll probably have an acre of strawberries for U-Pick next year.
That'll be
So
awesome.
that'll be nice to try.
And again, tell folks where you're located.
We're at, this house is at 711 Old Dawsonville Road, Mall Ground.
Did you choose that address? That's pretty cool.
No, but it's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. 7-Eleven. Okay, guys, I'm going to go through the house now. Thank you, Josh, for your information. And we're going to show you, this used to be a very dark and dismal dining room. It was so dark. And it did not scream, "Hey, come and have a meal." It screamed, "I'm dark, I'm dismal." No longer that. And, you know, one of the things I love the most about this house is that he went to the office that was not really used anymore as an office and made it a huge laundry mudroom. That's amazing, coming in off the garage, and it has an oversized garage, so that's really, really cool. And then this is the dreaded wall where the fireplace that really didn't work as a fireplace sat. And this was the primary bedroom. He changed it, and it is now an extra bedroom, and completely did away with that. They had a problem in here with the termites and had to do a lot of work. Here's a big, nice closet. So again, and you have a Jack and Jill bedroom, or Jack and Jill bathroom between the kitchen and the living area, so everything's convenient. And when we look at this, we've got another small closet. So, you know, you can put your shoes and your purses in there and then put the rest of your stuff in the other closet. But this is an amazing design. And I know now that you've seen the video of the old bathroom, how cool is this? And with kids and puppies, you need a bathtub. Everybody knows that. So, and back again to the kitchen. And remember, the kitchen really is the heart of the home. That boy has inspired me. He's inspired me. Boy, that white paint has lightened up, brightened up, and it looks amazing. Now, we're going to go to a song by the lady who lived there for many, many, many years and then moved to Alabama. But we've got a song that she sang, and this actually in the concrete at the house you saw where her name was in the concrete. It's still there, so even though the house has had its remake, her name is still there, and her identity will always be with that house, even though it looks very, very different. So we're going to do a song, and then we're going to show you what it looked like before Josh started with it. So here we go.
Say the man of the house is supposed to make the living. The woman of the house has got to do a lot of giving and shooing. Now listen to what you say. Nobody pushing the baby carriage, but it takes two to make a happy marriage. So love me and meet me halfway. When you come home from a very hard day. Say the man of the house is supposed to make the living. The woman of the house has got to do a lot of giving and shooing. Now listen to what you say. Nobody pushing the baby carriage, but it takes two to make a happy marriage. So love me and meet me halfway. When you come home from a very
Boy, it is a very, very different house now. Now, we're working on a special that you will get to see. It is truly, we are mastering a disaster. And we've actually got 3 different projects that we're going to be doing, and it is amazing. Don't go look at a house and go, oh, I don't like the color of that kitchen. Oh, I don't like that flooring. When you go shopping for a house, look at the location, the value, and what can you do to make it your own that is reasonable and a reasonable budget. And it is so amazing to me, because as a realtor for 38 years, sometimes people will walk in and the lady will go, I just don't like yellow kitchens. Well, I love yellow kitchens, but I don't say that. I just look and think, oh no, oh no. Well, do you not know they sell paint? They sell paint. You can change, you can add, you can, you know, give it your own little touch, and that's what you do. But if you find a bargain and it just needs work, get on YouTube and you can learn how to do anything. You can glaze your cabinets, you can strip your floors, you can even learn how to take down that dreaded popcorn ceiling. There's so many things that you can do yourself to save money. And when Josh first came to Ball Ground, it was so crazy. He's only been there about 8 years. And he is like the chosen builder. Everybody loves the homes he builds. He designs them. He does amazing stuff. And when he started with this house that we're going to do the special on, it was very dark and gloomy inside. It was very depressing inside. And now it is just light and bright and warm. And he changed a wall. He moved a wall. He changed a bathroom to a closet for the primary bedroom. He just did all kinds of things. And I said, did you really know what you were going to do when you started this? And he said, well, he had an idea. Well, just take your idea and run with it. You know, if you find a bargain in a house and it's not exactly what you wanted, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be exactly what you want. And ladies, if you walk in and the kitchen is pale yellow and you don't like pale yellow, I bet your husband could paint it. So don't give up on a house that it's the perfect location, but you just don't like the color of the kitchen. And I see it all the time, and I just shake my head and think, oh my, 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 my. And then they come back to me a month later and say, is that house still available? No, I'm sorry, it's sold. We should have bought that house. Yes, you should have. You should have seen beyond those yellow walls. You should have seen beyond that doorway that you don't like, because those are things that can be changed. And when you looked at the front of that house, it looked almost, I don't want to use the word prison-like, but it looked prison-like because it had these iron bars up, and then it was dark gray, and it just didn't look warm and welcoming. And now Josh has it all warm and welcoming, and the front porch has rocking chairs on it, and just makes you look like you want to go in and sit down on it. He worked on it for 4 months, but in that 4 months, they did some amazing stuff. And again, when they got in the middle of it, it had some major termite damage. So you deal with that. And often in Georgia, termites are the real deal. So you just have to have an inspection done before you purchase it, and then know what you're up against. And then you make your offer on it based on that. So there you go. Now, speaking of Gilmer County real estate, we're just listing today a really cute cabin out off 382. The price is going to be $334,900. It's on 2.5 acres, has a creek. It's not in a floodplain. It has a paved driveway, and it is cute as it can be. So we're going to be listing that today. Watch out for it in new listings. You will see it. It is, again, just off 382 in one of the prettiest areas in Gilmer County, and it's not very far from the roundabout. It's not very far from 515. It's close to Carter's Lake. And it's not that far from Chatsworth if you like to go over to Miss Edna's and to eat, or over to the village and eat. So see, it's convenient. It's just out in the country. And that's what country living's about. You get out there. When we got out there yesterday to take pictures, Ansley said, it's so quiet out here. I love this. And I said, I hope somebody else does too. So again, it's a new listing. It will be going live today. And I hope you'll check it out, because it's a cute cabin. It's a good getaway, or it's a good place for a retired couple, or a good place for somebody just starting out. It's really cute, and a lot of woodwork in it, and just, yeah, it's really sweet. So I want to remind you again, put this date down, November the 2nd, 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. I can't believe you get all this for $10. And again, it's an all-day affair, 2018 Highway 68, Copper Hill, Tennessee. You just leave Copper Hill, go through Ducktown, go out of Ducktown about 3 miles. It's on the right, and absolutely beautiful property. And I hope you will come and spend the day with your kids, your family. There will be food, there will be things to do for the children. It'll just be a fun day. So get out and do it. And again, the headliner is the Cody Norris Show. And if you go look on YouTube about them, they are pretty popular and pretty crazy where they go all the time. They're somewhere all the time. So now, you know, when we think about this election, Mr. Ellijay called and warned me. He said, if this election goes wrong, I'm going to crawl in a hole and I'm not coming out. And I said, huh? He said, you got to tell people how to vote. Well, I can't tell you how to vote, but you know how I vote. We're thinking about America. We think about it every single day. But during the fall, everybody loves to come to these mountains. And so that's a time, put yourself a CD in, right up here. Go in opposite directions from where the crowds are going. Go over toward Chatsworth, go over toward Dalton, go across, you can go across Fort Mountain because not many of the tourists go across Fort Mountain this time of year, but it's just so beautiful up there. Just get out and take a ride. And if you're smart, you will have one of Dwight Sanford's CDs that you can put in your CD player. Well, today we're going to give you a little bit more of his music that you can play. And he's got some new stuff, some old stuff, some good stuff, some tried stuff, some true stuff, and he's got some stuff that I said, what made you want to do that one? And he said, well, Astrid liked it. And I said, well, I get it. So we're going to do a little bit of his music now. And I hope if you have a DVR, you will hit Kent record and you'll have some of that music. Then you can throw it on a CD, throw it in your car, and go for a ride up here in these mountains. Here we go.
There's a storm across the valley, clouds are rolling in, the afternoon lies heavy on my shoulder. There's a truck out on the 4-lane, a mile or more away, and the whining of his wheels just makes it colder. He's an hour away from riding on your prayers up in the sky. 10 days on the road are barely gone. There's a fire softly burning, supper's on the stove, and the light in your eye keeps him warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? And what's the latest thing the neighbors say? Your mommy called last Friday. Sunshine makes her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels the kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, and the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's the little things that make a house a home, like a fire softly burning, supper on the stove, and the light in your eye keeps me warm. And hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, and hey, it's good to be back home again. I say, hey, it's good to be back home again.
Now, if those beautiful scenes and that pretty song don't make you want to get out in your car and go ride somewhere, I don't know what's wrong with you. And we've got a car you could be riding in. It's a 1966 Dodge Coronet. Have we got that thing pulled up, Trace? Could we do that? Could we show them? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to show you this car because if you want to get out and ride in style on these mountain roads, you could ride up to Hiwassee and go to the Georgia Mountain Fair, because this weekend, again, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you could come up and you could enjoy the Georgia Mountain Fair. Saturday the 19th, it's Thursday, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So come out, Georgia Mountain Fair. I can show you this Dodge Coronet that you could be riding in. Now, I will tell you, it goes fast and it gets attention. And here we go. We're going to take you on a trip in that car, and then you're going to want to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, I want to buy that car. Here we go. Hey, y'all, opportunity knocks. 1966 Dodge Coronet 500, ready to go. Engine 383 with a cam, a 4-barrel Edelbrock, automatic bucket seat, console, thrush glass pack. It is the coolest ride, and I think somebody's lost their mind because they've decided to sell this thing. Why in the world would you sell a car this nice? It is super, super fun. It is a great ride on the back roads. It is a great ride every day. It is so cool. Red with white interior, in very good condition, and one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities, $24,900. Now, this is only because somebody's got more cars than he's got spots for, and it just blows my mind because this is the coolest car. Can't believe it's going to be sold, but you can have an opportunity to come and see this car. It is located in North Georgia, and again, it comes with a 383 engine with a cam, 4-barrel Edelbrock, automatic, bucket seat, console, thrush glass pack. Sounds good, runs good, looks good, and is a fun ride. I would call it hot to trot because it is hot, and everywhere you go, people give you the thumbs up. Looks great, and one of those things, a rare opportunity to purchase. a car that has been loved, but I swear I don't know what's going on. Must be that change of life thing, because all of a sudden it's time to sell the 1966 Dodge Coronet 500 in North Georgia. Pick up the phone and call me at 404-375-0590, and we will hook you up with a look at it and let you test drive this bad boy. It is a beauty, and again, a great opportunity to own a car that, yeah, it's hot to trot and it's cool looking and everybody loves it. Pick up the phone and call me.